Or actually, I already have it. I didn't see Tuxuck. You had also rolled. Wait, that's pretty funny. It's both 1/3 and 2/3 rounded up. First ban. Okay. Now here's the real question. Will they take the entire timer to ready up again? They really are letting the whole timer run down. Yep. Sounds about right. Is it the classic? Yeah, it is. Well, actually, I don't know if it's the classic warming up. Or, not warming up, but practicing right before the match, because they're all sitting there. Bancho, please. Speed map, but no speed on ready up, 100%. That's how it always goes. Alright, so first map, Massachusetts pick. Time to see if these players are already locked in, or if we're going to get maybe some mistakes players don't usually make, given first map moment. Spiff with the first break. Everyone Massachusetts so far holding. Ak for Umu isn't too great, but hey, combo game. Alright, so getting into kind of where the map really actually picks up now. Still everybody on Massachusetts holding, 2 FCs on Stateless, and right as I say that, HG Gaming misses as well. Massachusetts is going to start to run away with it on the score here. Umu breaks shortly afterwards. Technically slightly worse time for a break, but it's still 2v1. And there's also a pretty solid Ak advantage for Massachusetts. That is no more FCs on Stateless now. Definitely looking like a comfortable first pick for Massachusetts here. Yeah, even with just that one FC on Massachusetts, I think they could even afford to miss there, and it would probably require a heroic effort from Stateless to come back at this point. It's actually only 100k off, but I feel like... Oh no, the accuracy is a little closer now, actually. Spiff breaking right as he was building up some combo. HG has built up combo now, but it's matched by both Umu and Puri, basically. Well, Puri a little behind, but it's close. I don't think that's going to be enough, though. There's just too long of that initial combo. Built up too much of an advantage. Although HG is starting to build up a good bit of score, but it's just that he's matching the other players instead of passing them. Reasonably close, but solid first pick for Massachusetts B here. Good score from Sorrenti, if only no slider break. Slider map. Who put anything other than stacks? Why isn't this speed map a 200 and whatever BPM this is stream practice map? Actually, that might have too much aim. It should just be a stack in the middle of this. feel like this is a pretty consistent map, and so there is some chance for this to be kind of risky because if you make a mistake and the other team doesn't, you're kind of out of luck there. Definitely a pretty conventional hard rock one, though. Stateless getting in that last second practice, maybe adjusting to the AR. Looks like everyone's back in the lobby now, though. Slightly different roster. Taksaki swapping in for the gamer girl. I don't remember what the first part of the name was. Super. Jesus, I can't speak. Super girly gamer. Great name. All right, getting started without running the timer all the way down. Not that that's a problem mid-match. Like, it makes sense. It's just hard to talk over when you're alone. All right. Banjo, please. Yeah, the first little bit of this map is very quiet. Not much happening. So far, the accuracies are fairly similar. Slight advantage for Stateless, but this is the slow part, so it's hard to know if this is representative of anything at all. HD Gaming with the early break there, but it is shortly afterwards traded by Vernwerg. I think the break timing is actually slightly better for Stateless here, but there's still a bit of a score advantage for Massachusetts. I think that mostly just comes down to AC. Yeah, although honestly, I think the accuracies are pretty equal in net. So far, at least. Let's see. Oh, but Takasaki, you also breaking here almost halfway into the map. That's a very unfortunate time to break. It is, again, traded shortly thereafterwards by Serenthi, though. Once again, slightly worse timing. But that's also kind of assuming that people FC the rest of the map, so... Oh, but there are no longer any full combos on Stateless here. Oh, and right before things pick back up is very unfortunate. Sir Balderdash breaking right as I was about to comment on him being the only full combo left. That will keep this map fairly equal, and he's making quite a few mistakes, losing a fair bit of accuracy there too. Still 97 though, very solid. Yeah, this is a very, very small advantage, I think, for Stateless, and yeah, it flipped right over. A little bit more combo. I think the accuracies are a little bit better. But there's still over a quarter of the map left. Definitely, with how close this is, too early to say much of anything. And if I remember correctly, the end of this does have some diff spikes, so... And we see a bunch of misses on that sort of finger control-y section. Takasaki, you bringing quite a lot of combo to this ending, though. I think if you can hold on to that, there will probably run away in this last little bit. Oh, and that's very unfortunate because Balderdash is also starting to build up some combat. I don't know if it's going to be enough to swing it around for them, but it might be possible. We are less than 100k score difference between these two teams at this point. And Balderdash is pulling out quite a bit of combo here at the end. Score difference is dropping pretty rapidly, actually. This might actually... I don't think it's going to flip. That was close, though. I don't remember how long this ending is, but I don't think there's that much left. Oh, it's... Wait, this might actually flip. $237 difference. Okay. Wait, there was one more. No way. The actual last object. Flipped on the last object. That's insane. That's must be... Oh, man. Flipped on the actual last object. That's brutal. Yeah, that was definitely a crazy clutch from Balderdash there at the end. Just pulling in every last point that they could get. Although I will say this is a little bit interesting just because I think that kind of goes along with what I was saying about them having banned Nomad 2. I think this is sort of overlapping skill set with Nomad 2, but instead of being low BPM, it's faster. Both of these teams are pretty good at this type of map, I think, though. If I understand what I'm looking at correctly. Which leads me to believe that Massachusetts feels very confident about this map. Alright, and it looks like everybody's back in the lobby. Should be getting started in a moment here. Wait, was that Bancho? I was not looking to do, just miss a bunch of the first notes. Okay. Umu taking the first miss, still fairly early on in the map. Well, I think there were some misses at the very start, but other than those. Looks like now that means there's both a combo and maybe... yeah, I think there is a bit of an accuracy advantage potentially for Stateless as well. Maybe not on net, but Super Girly Gamer with the 98% is looking very strong on this. HG Gaming has dropped quite a bit of AC though. And so it looks like it's 295s and a 90 versus 97 and 290s. So Poxel and Umu both missing on this slow section here. Speed players when not speed. Oh no, but Super Girly Gamer missing is going to be very bad for Stateless B here. Oh, is that Bancho or is that streamer connection moment? Okay, I think it's back. So one thing is, I think this stream was kind of emergency streamed, so sometimes we get what we get here. I think it might be your internet because there have been a few stutters through Discord as well. But anyway, with the actual match here, I got distracted for a sec there. Looks like Massachusetts has pulled ahead a bit, but not actually by that much. We've been seeing a lot of misses in this sort of ending section. There's just no map for Stateless. Although the score is decreasing, but that was it. Wow, these have been some crazy close matches here. Yes, I think the stream is working, it's just... Stream looks fine on my end. See, now I would have taken this match and streamed it, except for the fact that my internet's far worse. On those two. Banger map. I like this Fremont a lot. I don't think I've seen this personally played in match yet, so I'll be interested to see how other people play this. Oh, is it the audio that's messed up? Okay, I don't know how bad the audio was, but hopefully everyone can hear me properly now. Alright. So getting into Fremont 1 here, I really like this map actually. I think this was a great pick from the Polars. Very fun map. I have not practiced this with Hard Rock even once, so I'll be curious to see how that looks. Looks like we've got a hidden Hard Rock gamer here, taking the preference hidden. Yeah, I can kind of see that on a map like this. Okay, so we've got a couple early misses from Jose and HD Gaming. Stir Balderdash make with an early miss as well, though. Yeah, I feel like this is probably a fairly awkward map for a lot of people. Yeah, score lead still on the side of Stateless, but big combo advantage for Massachusetts here as Bancho explodes. Fortunately, it looks like Taksaki U's having a hard time holding on to combo with hidden. But the accuracy is a bit better than Jose. Jose breaking as well, though, so that's going to keep the score fairly equal between them. Our Hard Rock players also fairly equal, both missing. Slight advantage to HD Gaming. Maybe that's coming down to the extra hidden. Pretty substantial combo from Spiff here now, especially with the best stack in the lobby. You see, that's how it is on these free mods. You gotta have a confident no-mod player. Unless you're super comfortable over modding. Yeah, and it looks like Spiff is just kind of running away with it here. It's kind of hard to beat that. Some early mistakes, but he's really pulled it together here at the end. Or, not at the end, the entire, like, last 3/4 of the map. Yeah, I think that's a reverse choke from Spiff there, just one miss. Excellent score. Much needed win for Stateless there. All right. Not gonna lie, I don't think I've updated my OBS for like 2.5 years either. Maybe I should do that. Alright, no mod 4 next. Let's see. Yes, Massachusetts B was #1 among the minor team for no mod 4 at the qualifier. Yep, that checks out. That said, I think the two teams were pretty close in the round of 16. I feel like for actual, like, for people who are no mod 4 players, this is actually pretty chill no mod 4 though, because most of the map doesn't have like Fuck you, slider ticks. It's just like collect all of the slider ends that you can challenge and try not to chip miss. Very dedicated to being a slider map. With some finger control as well, but I don't think the weird rhythms are actually that bad in this. Simply practice. Time to see if they practiced and how many players mess up the weird sliders in the start. And yep, Jose does miss on one of those, but it looks like everybody else is hitting them. That's pretty good. Saksaki, you missing as well as Jose too. I think that's gonna keep things pretty even. Oh, HD Gaming missed. I did not see that. And there's no more combo on Stateless. Yeah, this was probably a very smart pick for Massachusetts, it's looking like. Is this upper bracket? This is loser's bracket, I think. Sorrenti with the last full combo as we get into this like very aim heavy section here. All right, let's see. Yeah, I think Massachusetts is just kind of running away with it at this point. The FC from Sorrenti so far is well, it's not a 3v1 by any means, but it's enough to pick up any slack from the other team members, which isn't even needed because Vernwerk is still ahead of anyone on Stateless as well. Very confident pick from them. Ah, yes, the stuff after the slider. Or not slider, spinner. Yeah, great score, especially from Sorrenti here. 861k. HG Gaming with the unfortunate sub 400k zero miss. You hate to see it. Slider break, Hal. No mod for a moment. All right, next up, Hard Rock 3. Okay, interesting. That first Hard Rock was quite close, so kind of makes sense to keep going that route. I'd say this one, yeah, I mean, I think the hidden one is kind of difficult honestly. It's a very hidden one, but I feel like it's kind of it feels like a dangerous map to pick because it's very shit missable. I think it's probably not too easy to be consistent on. I demand to see Hidden 3 as well. Please, somebody pick Hidden 3. Alright. Still waiting on some players to return to the lobby here. Classic last second practice. I'd say that actually probably, if there's any map where that might be kind of useful, it would be this one, just because sort of calibrating yourself to the rhythm of this. Very difficult map to hack. Very Hard Rock 3 feeling Hard Rock 3. This is like what I think of when I think of Hard Rock 3. Early breaks traded for one on both teams. But other than that, looking like there's a pretty solid AC advantage for Stateless, just with Super Girly Gamer being able to hold over a 90%. Actually, Spiff holding really good accuracy too. I didn't notice that. That's actually kind of crazy hack. Still early though. See now, Spiff can just build up some combo. Those accuracies are going to be very powerful. No full combos left on Massachusetts. Oh, but Super Girly Gamer missing as well is not going to be great for them. They still have a solid advantage here, but that does open up a bit of an opportunity if Massachusetts is able to capitalize on that. The question mark. Yeah, and I think with HD Gaming's combo here, it's basically just going to... that score gap's just going to keep expanding for a little bit. Yeah, I think as we get into this last quarter, it's really just like focus on holding AC. If you can focus on holding AC, you can keep your score advantage. HD Gaming still comboing though. Ended up with a very solid score here. Quite the score gap building up. Very confident pick for Stateless here actually. And yeah, 500k, over 500k score difference there. Crazy score from HD Gaming. Oh, that was an FC. Nice. You love to see the 91.2 FC. That's how you play Hard Rock 3 right there. Honestly, though, pretty excellent act from Super Girly Gamer and Spiff as well, though. Very, very solid showing all around from them. Sight read buff? No way. What a legend. That's such a power move. Holy shit. Going in, sight reading a map and being the only FC. That's a power move. Alright, so Massachusetts B now. No longer having quite the momentum they did at the start, though. Especially with how close some of their own wins have been. This might end up being a closer match than maybe they were initially anticipating. Hidden 3 time. Okay, I'm very happy. Oh, looks like we have. Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh my goodness.
I might have to be late to the next one.
We are gonna be late to the next one. You and me are calming that.
Yeah. Oh, you're calming this as well?
Well, I thought it's fine. Let's just calm this, okay? We could figure about the.
Let's go. We have to calm this. They're doing Hidden 3. Banger map. I love this map so much.
Lexi Cat alt map. Lots of aim
so
control.
Good.
Lots of doubles. Lots of combo to be withheld.
This is my favorite map of the pool. Banger song, banger map.
I could already see my Instagram reels like showcasing this like sound. Who out here doom scrolling?
This is Osu, probably everybody.
You ever doom scrolled in tournaments? Because I just
mid tournament, God no.
Yeah, I was doom scrolling mid tournament.
Bro, that's wild.
We won, though.
Long break in a map. You pull your phone out.
Nah, no, like just like during map picks, I'm just doom scrolling.
That's crazy.
I'm not even trying to warm up on the map. I'm just doom scrolling. I think this is all the players. Is that Takasaki Yu? Is that the one I think it is?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I haven't seen this guy in so long.
Alright. I think Takasaki Yu is really the only, like, hidden main for Stateless. I'd be a little bit surprised if, to not see them. I'm kind of surprised that Massachusetts didn't pick any hidden then, if that's actually the case.
Why is the casters thing at the bottom right, but we're at the top?
Because
Scuff
setup.
Scuff setup. Whatever. Streaming's hard. This is a 5.77 star rating map. We can already see the it's gonna be a really ulti map. Definitely gonna have lots of weird shit misses due to the flow coming up in this map. Definitely expecting Takasaki Yu to be a pretty huge player in this kind of map. A little bit of Bancho issues, just waiting for everybody to sync up. It's going to be a little bit advantage, also well as huge ACK advantage because of Sorrenthi's 95% ACK. That's going to be shortly dropped right after. Not a lot of ACK on side of Stateless B, but you have some combo making up for the Massachusetts lead here.
Yeah, I feel like the ACK in the start is very difficult, and it looks like most players missing on that difficult pentagon right there. HG Gaming holding though. I think that's an FC still.
No, he ain't FC.
Oh, he didn't? Okay. Pretty close though.
I believe it's a little bit of a reverse choke.
Yeah.
Maybe it is the FC. Yeah, we could see later. Now we're coming up to the Ki. Definitely going to be the hardest part of the map. A lot more flow than you've seen in these verses. A little bit of advantage towards the side of Massachusetts, but the accuracy advantage is keeping them just slightly in the lead. A little bit more combo on the side of Stateless, and the lead is going to go straight right over. Double Blake gets traded by Jose and Takasaki Yu. HD Gaming drops the combo on the FC, and now Sorrenthi needs to hold strong with Sir Balderdash on the little bit of a supporting combo as well for this win, and 35k in the lead that Massachusetts are in, continuing to spread on this hidden 3 as Sorrenti's combo and accuracy are absolutely immaculate.
Yeah, I think at this point there's a good opportunity for the players who already have combo to basically just gather a little bit of extra score before the map picks up again. So that score gap's probably going to widen a little bit for a sec here.
I mean, this combo from Sorrenti is absolutely amazing. This is definitely keeping them in the lead by quite a lot. You have a lot of supporting combo on Sir Balderdash. Everybody's built up their combo back up again. Still some 1/3, still some flow patterns just to get through, but you need to deal with this huge lead that Sorrenti has. Biff's gonna find a huge break. Sir Balderdash does trade it out, which is actually a huge combo to drop, but Takasaki Yu another drop, and that's going to be Massachusetts winning definitely off of this map. If FG Gaming does find a break anywhere else, chances of them getting this point for Stateless are over. And it's just continuing to go through this map. Sorrenti finally finds the break. Spiff trading it out, but it is Jose to contest with that combo of HD Gaming and Sir Balderdash with the contesting. Oh, everyone's gone. Okay, combo reset, and that's going to be Massachusetts with that match point guaranteed as they reach their 5th point on the board.
Yeah, that section leading up into those stars, I'm not surprised everybody missed on that. Very, very difficult little pattern right there.
I just dropped my mic.
I heard that. There's no cytosine command for Twitch chat. What? All right, so yeah, crazy score out of Sorrenti there. Honestly, a lot of good scores from both teams, but kind of hard to come back from that one. There was so much combo on Massachusetts. All right, now Stateless has won their last couple picks. Maybe they've, kind of got those initial nerves out of the way a little bit. I think they have been doing quite well, but let's see.
Does it instantly pick Hard Rock 2? Is that what the client does? Good job, client. Hard Rock 2.
Hard Rock 2
seen the pool, practiced it. I believe Hard Rock 2, the 84th Fly Korobuko. It's going to be that precision map, of course, for this type of tournament. Of course, we're going to stop pooling. You saw that hidden 3 on the alt, but now into the Hard Rock 2, we go back into precision. A little bit more heavy on those players that have really good precision skills, really good consistency skills as well on this map. Definitely going to see Sorrenti again. Has been absolutely popping off. Pretty much the huge player for Massachusetts. So seeing him, excuse me, seeing him for that kind of map is just gonna be absolutely impossible to overtake that kind of score that guy's gonna be putting up.
Yeah, I think this is kind of an interesting Hard Rock 2 because it's got a lot more sort of tapping and flow aim than you sometimes see out of them. These days I've been seeing kind of a lot of still very much precision, but there's kind of Gotcha. Okay, so technical break. Server maintenance underway. Very cool, very cool. Or service, not server. Gotcha. Oh,
Now you just sound like a schizo, Steve.
guys, I'm not talking to myself. I swear, you hear the voices too, don't you?
I need to do the thing where I don't remember who was commentating. I think it was Sky. It was just like he misses on the voices. I gotta do that one call out soon. I gotta do that call out later. Who here is a enthusiastic doom scroller? Because I'm about to start doing that now,
Enthusiastic controller. See,
bro.
my problem is I'm at the point in my life where I'm ready to not consume information that serves no purpose other than to make me
Is that
unhappy.
mates? Oh my god! Hi mates! Hi mates! This is the most professional production I've ever seen. Everyone blame the streamer. He forgot to download the map. Let's like torch him by the stake. Attack him. I want you guys' opinions on the. Oh, this guy has joined us on the Discord overlay, and he's gone from the Discord overlay.
All right. Let's see. It looks
Did
like
they start the map? I'm pretty sure they started the map. Guys,
it looks like it might have started. Let's see. I think Vlad knows how to fix things usually, so it might just not be fixable right now. Oh, no? Maybe it just hadn't started. Never mind. And there we go. I cannot hack this map.
No audio press.
There is audio, you just have to...
There is?
Yeah, the second stream in Discord.
Oh my god, he started streaming again. That's why I didn't have a...
Alright, so starting out here, everybody looking pretty comfortable actually. Client, the stream client appears to be a little bit jank. We don't have the scores, the team scores. So, some quick napkin math, mental math.
I don't think we need to do mental math.
I think it's pretty clear that Stateless is winning at the moment.
Yeah, good pick. Accuracy is on Super Girly Gamer, really high up there. That stream section just took everybody's Zach away. Everyone's down to 80% except for that person. Super Girly Gamer, good accuracy. Everyone's still in the FC on Stateless. Our overlay has disappeared. This is the void. Hard Rock 2 has become nothing but null. Goodbye, overlay.
I mean, hey, it matches the map background.
It matches the background of the map. Yeah, we can't even tell what scores are.
Girly Gamer's really been popping off this entire match with the accuracies, though.
Did they break? Oh, never mind. I was about to say. There is a combo on Verdweg. So Takasaki, you needs the whole HD Game is going to drop a little bit of supporting combo build up. Jose Sorrenti do have supporting combo through, but that's a break from Takasaki. Vern is going to find a break, and Jose as well. It's just Sorrenti with the comeback right here. This is a player that said that was going to pop off on these maps, but the combo needs to be strong. But with a huge combo that they had in the beginning, Stateless is well in the lead, and I believe they still are. You have two 400k scorers, one going up to 500k, and one just arriving at 500k from Massachusetts, and I believe this is the win for Stateless. Someone check the MP link.
Yeah, I think it's pretty confidently win for Stateless. If you just compare matching players, it's solid advantage. Yeah, great score from Super Early Gamer, honestly. Very, very good accuracy. All right, so we're going to get a little bit more maintenance here, trying to get that overlay back up and running. Very unfortunate. Osu tournament clients and Gosu and all of the stuff try not to explode challenge. Absolutely impossible. All right, looks like things are coming back here. There we go.
I could see map pool.
That's a good sign.
5-3, Massachusetts in the lead currently with the match point guaranteed in their hands, guaranteeing a tiebreaker push if it has to come to that, but as well as 2 more picks, one from each team apiece. If Stateless want to bring this to the tiebreaker, they do need to win off of Massachusetts map pick as well as their own pick of their own. But as we can see on the board right now, no Hard Rocks are on the board, no AIM kind of picks are on the board for Stateless. Most of these other maps, except for DT1 and Noma 1, still on the board for the AIM picks, could possibly be good for Stateless if they were to pick into that. Massachusetts have been winning on more of these skill cap maps, Noma 5, Noma 4, Hidden 3 as well as kind of these skill cap alt picks. If they were to pick into something maybe like a DT4, if that is a thing existing in the pool at this stage. Is there a DT4?
No. Or yes, there is. DT4 is kind of like a weird I guess it's finger control. Yeah, DT4 might actually be a good pick for them. I could see DT4 being a good Stateless pick.
At Sky, thank you for the ad break. Now where's my money? Am I getting paid for this? I'm talking to circles right now, bro. My parents come in the room and I'm like talking to circles. They think I'm like schizo. Hey, we did.
Oh, interesting.
Work.
DT4 from Massachusetts. Okay. Interesting. I could see Stateless being pretty comfortable in this actually.
In my like commentary there, I did point out, like, you see most of the map picks that Massachusetts pick went over Hard Rock 1. That's a really consistent map to go through. Pretty long map. I think it stands around 4 minutes. The timer hasn't changed yet. The client is still killing itself, so we're still gonna wait on that. But the DT4 pick makes sense. You saw the wins on Nomad 4. You saw the wins on that Hidden 3. They were a lot more better at finger control. They're a lot more better at the kind of gimmicky skill sets, I'd say. Yeah. So for Massachusetts,
I will say the
makes sense.
Hard Rock 3, while being much more aim than the tapping, and this has a lot more tapping than the aim, the Hard Rock 3 is also pretty finger control, and we did see some pretty good accuracies and consistency out of Stateless on those. So I could potentially see a breakpoint, but I do think it probably does favor Massachusetts.
This guy's Tosu just closed itself again. Okay, we're going I believe we're going clientless again. Okay, we're going clientless again. Everyone go to the MP link.
I think it's working.
Nope.
It's working on my end and on the stream.
Huh? Are we looking at the same thing?
Oh, the scores. Yeah, the scores still aren't showing up.
Yeah.
At least we can see them play.
That's the most important part. Scores coming into this match. Sir Baller Dash finding a break, but scores coming in this match. Massachusetts at their match point at scores 5-3 against Stateless. It's still going to be the little bit of advantage right now for Stateless, as that one break does determine the match right now, but everything's going to get a little interesting with that break from Pox the person. Serenity Puri on the side of Massachusetts need to hold against HD Gaming and Spit, but the accuracies on Massachusetts way above Stateless right now.
Oh, and that's a full reset from Stateless here, which is going to give Massachusetts an opportunity to run away with this here for a sec. Starenti, once again, only person to hold. Ah, but he does miss, but we're so close to the end here. That...
Wasn't me.
Yeah, it was me this time.
Okay, well, that's Massachusetts.
That was a win for Massachusetts, yeah.
Okay. GG, everybody.
GG, congrats to Massachusetts on winning this. Definitely some close maps in there. I think Stateless, very solid, but I think this means they're out of the tournament now. Good run from them, but that's how it goes. I think I'm going to hop over to the B stream right away here because I was originally in for calming that. And thanks everybody for watching. Congrats to Massachusetts B.